Hello there, very good evening to you. Thanks for joining us here on Idea World. Tonight, on a Tuesday at 8 o'clock, we love to team up with Planet Cruise, one of the preferred cruise agencies with many of the cruise lines, and we give you the opportunity of a lifetime. We'll have cruises that are incredibly affordable, we'll have exclusive deals, and we're going to have some bucket list cruises as well. Cruises that you would love to do but thought you may never be able to afford. Well, tonight we can change all of that. Now, let me make it very clear from the outset that all of the cruises we're talking about are ABTA and Atoll protected, which is obviously very, very important in the current climate. So we'll remind you of that throughout the show. We'll tell you about some of the cruises where you can put down a 10% deposit. Some of the cruises you can put down a £1 deposit. So again, if you're thinking, I would love to do a cruise and find out what it's all about, we've got the experts here for you tonight. In fact, talking of experts, let me introduce you to Justin, who worked on cruise ships for many years. P&O, if I remember rightly?
Yes, well, in good company, because you were with Costa and Cunard and every cruise line that I can imagine.
Well,
it was 18 years.
They kept firing me. I had to keep changing lines. No, I'm kidding. But
I'm
yeah,
just trying to think. So you had 18 years, I had 6 years. You just think of the experience we've got between us.
Yeah.
That is scary.
And tonight we've got two other guests. We've got Lou and Danny joining us, and they're both from the cruise ships as well. So between us, we have a lot of experience. So for those of you watching and maybe saying, I've heard of Planet Cruise, but I don't know them, let's just share with the audience why they should consider Planet Cruise, some of the reasons. So first of all, largest independent travel agency in the UK providing unbiased advice.
Yeah, and well, apart from providing a match guarantee, we also give you advice on some of the tours and some of the packages. Where it can be, we go bespoke as well. We also offer 0% interest payment plans as well, and of course that is backed by ABTA and Atoll as well. We've got some great deposits as well, not just tonight, but across all of our cruises. Some of them start from just as little as £1 per person. And one thing that underpins all of this is when you speak to them, we're so much more than a travel agent. And that's the thing. We're travel experts because, like yourself, like me, all the people that you speak to have worked within the industry and are experts in their field. So, you know, please, when you pick up the phone, ask those questions. We're here to answer them.
Yeah, we'll try and cover as many answers as we can, and I'll ask as many questions as I can that I think will be helpful to you. But ultimately, if you've got a question, write it down and call the team. The number will be on the screen. It's not the Ideal World number. You're going to be calling Planet Cruise and chat to them directly. And, of course, you've got the opportunity to go to idealworld.tv, click the Planet Cruise or put Planet Cruise into our search engine, and all the cruises we talk about tonight will come up, and then you can click on those and it takes you through to the Planet Cruise website.
We've actually got some exclusive online deals as well, which we'll go through a little bit later on tonight.
There's a sale, haven't we got a sale with Cunard?
With Cunard, yeah. So if you're a Cunard fan, I know that you spent many years at sea with Cunard, and this is for 2021. So past passengers can receive 5% when booking with Cunard fares. Low deposits as little as 5%. Brilliant. And also 5% additional savings. I've also got to say as well that if tonight, if there's something, you know, if you're looking at the show and you're thinking, oh, I don't fancy any of those cruises, we've got so much more. I know that there's somebody watching tonight called Rob who's looking to book a cruise in Alaska. So all you have to do is give us a call, ask about the Alaska deals or cruises that we got going there. Yeah. Perhaps the Rocky Mountaineer, up the Inside Passage, then that'll be perfect.
Well, let's make that clear to you, Rob and everyone else watching, that we're only going to tell you about some of the special deals that are available tonight. You go to the Planet Cruise website, you will find everything you could ever want. So if there's a specific cruise you're after, we'll cover it. But tonight we're doing the Far East, tonight we're doing the Mediterranean. We've got a lot lined up for you. And we've got cruises for as little as £88 per night. Now, we're going to be talking to you about Marella, and Marella love to do all-inclusive. So what can you tell us about Marella Cruises?
Well, first of all, fantastic ships. Of course, what they've done is they've taken the format of some of the newer cruise lines, have taken older ships and refurbished them and rebranded them. That means you've got complete revitalisation, great facilities for passengers, and they tend to be smaller cruise ships. So that's the great thing, that if you like a more intimate and a more friendly feel.
So not these with 4,000 or 5,000 people on board, which is much nicer, isn't it?
Some of the facilities they've got fantastic restaurants on board. Well, we'll take you through that, and you'll see just the facilities that are on board.
Well, let's do that right now. Let's watch a video so that you've got the opportunity to see, rather than us try to explain it, you can see what the ships would look like. And we'll tell you exactly what you're looking at. So this is one of the ships we're talking about.
Yeah, and the great thing is it is for all the family as well. So they've got fantastic facilities on board for all different ages, whether that's the kids clubs, they've got sports decks facilities. You can see just some of the interior shots there of what to expect when you get into your cabins. And of course, lots of different styles of cabins are available on tonight's show. Of course, on board you've got some great facilities, like you've actually got a 9-hole mini golf green. You've got the rock climbing wall there as well. So some of you may recognise this style of ship from other cruise lines. But that's the great thing is...
I presume it's got a royal heritage, if you will.
Yeah, quite literally. She's just under 70,000 tonnes, so you're looking at 2,500 passengers maximum, but the food is fantastic, whether it's the 47 degrees or the gallery, Corilla, the sushi bar, the surf and turf steakhouse. There's some great restaurants on board. Some of them are specialities, so supplements apply, but again, just the standard fare that you have on board, whether it's the buffet options or the main restaurants. Fantastic cuisine and great service.
Yeah, and let's just look at that price for a moment. I don't want to harp on about prices because you can expect great deals throughout the show, but this is particularly affordable. £649. If I was told that was for 3 or 4 nights, you might think it's a great deal, but that's for 8 nights. That's £82 per person per night. Think of the hotel you might get for that. And of course, it isn't just the room. That's your food, that's your entertainment, that is all included, and this is an all-inclusive cruise.
Yeah, I was going to say all-inclusive, that's where it really does add up, because you know, if you think about buying drinks overnight, that is all included as well. We've also got some good flights from Bristol. So I know there's a lot of people that watch from the southwest. Of course, there's different places available. Just ask for those details. But just a great cruise. And
so
where we're
going. Yeah, where are we going?
Well, first of all, you're actually flying out to Palma. You've got a day at sea to familiarise yourself.
The Canaries, isn't it?
Yeah, no, Mediterranean.
Oh, in the Med.
Yeah. And the first port of call...
So Palma in Mallorca.
Yes.
Yeah, got it.
The first port of call is going to the island of Corsica. It's the port of Ajaccio. Now, I've actually been over to Corsica. What a fantastic island. The forests in the actual interior of the island are brilliant. Great beaches, some great facilities as well. And of course, it was historic because it was the home of Napoleon Bonaparte. Yeah. So you've got a lot of rich history there. Then we're off to one of my favourite locations. Is it Monaco or is it Monaco? I mean, when in Monaco...
What do you say? What do you say?
Monaco.
Do you?
Yeah,
I say Monaco.
The actual seafront is completely changing. They're actually reclaiming land and moving into the actual harbour itself. But you've got the Princess Grace Gardens there and the Japanese Gardens. You've got the casino. You've got Café de Paris just on the left-hand side.
Amazing cars outside that place.
Well, yeah, fantastic cars, fantastic yachts as well. So just indulge. And if you've done Monaco before, perhaps go further afield. I mean, Villefranche is just around the corner of St. John Cap Ferrat, or go into Nice. I
was watching a Tom Cruise movie the other night, and they were in Villefranche.
Yeah,
just amazing.
Yeah, but Monaco, it's brilliant. My little top tip is actually go to Tip Top. There's actually a bar, and it's a bar restaurant that's 24 hours, does really good food, and it's just opposite the casino. As you'll go through Casino Square down to the main hairpin. It's just on the left-hand side.
Great. Well, that's Monaco, and then we're off to Toulon.
Yes. Well, this is the sort of French naval port that you've got here, and it really is a gateway to the Côte d'Azur. You've got fantastic access to other beach resorts as well, like Saint-Tropez as well. So it really has got that je ne sais quoi, shall I say. But we're going to change the feel now. We're going to go from France. We're going to go off to Spain. We're going to go to Barcelona. In fact, I was actually just chatting to Lou about Barcelona. It's one of my favourite ports, and I think it's probably going to go down in history as one of my favourite ports. You've got the old town, of course. You've got Sagrada Familia. Still hasn't been finished, but you've got to go and see it. It really is worthwhile. You've got the new Camp Stadium, Montjuïc Park as well. You can get the cable car across the harbour and have a wander down there. But even the beach, you can see the old hotel in the background. I said the old hotel. It's the Hotel Arts, and you've got the W as well at the other end.
I think that's one of the great things about this particular itinerary. If you like historical sites, then you're going to be able to find them. If you're saying, I just want to get to a beach, I just want to enjoy the palm trees, then you can do that as well. So there really is something for everyone. And again, don't forget, this is just £82 per person per night. That is because there's a flash sale. Where are we off to next?
We're off to Valencia.
Nice.
Very, very much middle-aged here, and just a great place to have a wander around. You can just get lost in some of the little streets and alleyways around the back. One thing I definitely recommend, you've got the Albufeira National Park, and also if you like pottery, then you can go to the Ladro Museum.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a synonymous name.
Do you say Ladro or Yadro?
Ah,
yeah,
okay.
The Spanish, 2 L's are a Y, aren't they?
I'll go with Ladro.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Then we're after Cartagena, Spain.
Yeah.
Yeah, not South America. And this is where you've got...
Not Colombia.
Yeah, this is where you've got rich history. Of course, this was the city that served as Hannibal's Spanish quarters during the Second Punic War with Rome. So it's got a rich melting pot, Roman history, Moorish history. Today it's just a gateway to some of the greatest beaches. There's actually 175 miles of beaches in this particular area, so a great place to go. And then your disembarkation port is Malaga before you come home.
Yeah, a couple of really important things to share with you on this one. Again, don't forget, it is a flash sale. The sale does end September 30th. Now, of course, you can call the numbers on the screen right now. You can go to planetcruise.com. This particular cruise, you can even book it online, so you don't have to call the team. If you've got a few questions, then feel free to call them. But if you're like, no, I know what a cruise is all about. I've been on a cruise before. I know I want this particular one. You just want to do it as quickly as possible, then just go and do that on the website. That's planetcruise.com. And don't forget, everything is ABTA and ATOL protected. Now, let's see what's included, just so you're really comfortable with understanding what we mean by all-inclusive. So flash sale, there you go, £75 per person additional savings. Reduction included in the prices shown. The offer does end 30th of September, as I said. All-inclusive cruise with tips included. That's not true of all cruise lines, certainly is on this one. And you can upgrade to premium all-inclusive. So drinks are included anyway, but if you want the premium all-inclusive, then you can do that for just £114 per person. And then you've got return flights from Bristol, plus all your overseas transfers. If you're thinking of other airports, then simply call the team and they can sort anything out. They can make this a bespoke trip for you. If you prefer a few extra days in the first port of call or the last port of call, when you finish or start the cruise, then they can arrange all of these things for you. So just call the team and they can make it happen. But at a price like that, I really want you to consider this cruise. It is phenomenal value for money. Now, let me introduce you to Lou. Lou's joining us from Oceania Cruises.
Hello, Paul. How are you?
I'm all right, my lovely. Good to see you.
I don't normally get that.
I'm feeling left out now.
Hello. That's all he's getting.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. Now, Oceania Cruises, this is a gorgeous, this is like, dare I say it, better than 5-star.
This is luxury beyond belief.
Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous. Smaller, more intimate ships, fantastic food and service, just a really nice, relaxed ambiance, and on your doorstep. You know, we never have these cruises out of Southampton, so this is a first for us.
Yeah, I think there's like only 3 next year out of Southampton altogether.
Yeah, just 3 next year, and tonight we've just got this amazing itinerary and this exclusive offer just for Planet Cruise.
Yeah, I think we should highlight that word. The word exclusive is so important on this deal because this is an exclusive for Planet Cruise. So let's take a moment right now to show you what you can expect, and maybe you can talk us through it, Lou, so we really have a good understanding of what this cruise line is all about. Let's have a look at Oceania.
So the beautiful marina is just 1,200 guests and 800 staff. There's no kids clubs, there's no photographers, it's just that beautiful relaxed ambiance. All of your specialty restaurants are included. You know, a table for 2 is never a problem. And you're going to have these wonderful accommodations with stunning balconies, and you get a bathroom with an ensuite with a bathtub and a separate shower.
Not all cruise ships do that.
No, and you know, this ship could hold 2,500 guests. You've only got 1,250 passengers.
Yeah.
So there's no lines, there's no queues, there's no worrying about getting a lounge chair. It's just absolutely stunning, and this offer tonight, you know, with all of the inclusions, you're not going to have a bill to pay at the end of the holiday.
So we're talking about it being an exclusive deal, and that there are some additional things included in it. What might they be? What can we expect to enjoy on this?
So what you can enjoy, you've got just
chauffeur service. What is that?
So basically, the cruise is going from Southampton. We're offering a chauffeur service door to door if you live within a 50-mile radius.
Wow.
If you want to drive yourself down to the port, you can have free parking.
Free parking?
Yeah, so free parking.
That's a good bill, isn't it? That can be very expensive. And just talk us through some of the lounges that we're seeing on here. We'll go back to the exclusions in a moment.
Marina is going to be refurbished next April. So these are some of the images just to showcase. All of the staterooms are being upgraded. And so all of the public areas are just having, I mean, you can see here, this is the standard, the quality, the luxury element.
I've got to say, you say about it's being refurbished. When you look at the interiors, and these interiors are Ralph Lauren designed interiors, and they're being refurbished.
Exactly.
Wow.
You've just seen their picture of the penthouse. You know, it's 420 square foot. You get butler service. And these ships are brand new, and the fact that they're already having a little makeover, it's just remarkable. We're spending $150 million refurbishing them. And, you know, the ships are
I'm hoping
stunning.
to win that tonight on the lottery.
You know, there's $4 million worth of artwork on board.
That's unbelievable.
It is breathtaking when you go on board.
Yeah.
Absolutely stunning.
And we're talking about some of the things that are included, making this an exclusive deal. And there are additional specialty restaurants, and I'm being told that that's not extra money.
No, so Wi-Fi is included, all your specialty restaurants are included, all your soft drinks, bottled waters, coffees, all of that's in. And then on top of all of that, we're giving you complimentary gratuities,
Wow.
$600 shipboard credit,
Wow.
6 shore excursions, and a beverage package.
This is irresistible.
I know.
How
Let's
can
go.
you say no to this one? And am I right in
yeah.
saying that there's only a partial deposit on this? You don't have to pay everything?
Yeah, so it's just a 10% deposit tonight,
Great.
and then you're going to pay the balance 120 days prior to sailing.
Great. Well, I'm keen to look at the itinerary because I know there's an overnight in Bordeaux. So let's start. Where we're from, Southampton.
Yeah, and you know, that's the great thing, that, you know, you can drive down, you don't have to worry about flying, you can take as much luggage as you want, and in fact, if you can't fly, then it's a great opportunity to go out of a historic port. The first port is actually Honfleur, and we're going across to Normandy. Of course, this is a great opportunity to go and do some of the historic sites there, like the landing beaches, whether it's Juno, Pegasus. You've got the British and Canadian cemeteries there as well. If you want to go a little bit further afield, you can really have a rich touch of history with a famous bear tapestry as well, so you can do that. Then we're off to St Malo, and this is just a wonderful little port. It's a walled city, got 20-foot thick walls that you can actually walk around. There's a chateau there, the Cathedral St Vincent, the monastery of Le Mont St Michael as well. So just a lovely little tonic to some of the bigger ports.
Not all cruise ships go here, so it's a great opportunity,
because
isn't it?
the ships are too large, but this particular ship, lovely size, and just gets you into those ports that other ships can't reach. Then we're off to Brest, and this is actually a beautiful natural harbour. It was actually favour of Cardinal Richelieu, of famous D'Artagnan fame, of course. And there's a lovely maritime museum here, as well as an aquarium. So it depends on, if the weather's not great that day, go to the aquarium. Great seafood here because of its close proximity to the ocean, but particular favourites in some of the restaurants are the Breton crepe and the Breton cider as well, so you want to try some of those. Then we're off to La Rochelle.
Love La Rochelle.
La Rochelle, instantly recognised by the two towers, 14th to 15th century that you've got there. And of course, this is really the gateway to the Cognac region, so there's some great tours here. You can go and see some of the Hennessy brand cellars as well, so if you want to go venture a bit further out. Also, you can explore the fishing port of Roquefort as well, and you can go to the lovely marshland region known as the Green Venice. So lots to see and do in La Rochelle.
And then, of course, Bordeaux for an overnight.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
An overnight on board on a ship. You can use the ship as your hotel.
Yeah.
And when in Bordeaux, I mean, you've got to go and taste some of the wine.
Yeah.
And whether it's a
and bring
wine
some back.
Yeah. And this is actually, am I right in saying, Lou, that you can bring as much back as you want, and as long as you're having it in your cabin, there's no charge?
Absolutely, yeah.
And that's it, because you like your wine?
I
Red
love
or white?
I'm a red girl.
I was going to say. It's going to be Bordeaux.
It's got to be a Bordeaux.
But just enjoy it, and it looks so pretty, so romantic there.
Beautiful.
Then we're off to Bilbao, and of course you've got to go to the Guggenheim Museum here. It really is beautiful. You've got the Old Quarter as well, which is nice. Have a little bit of a walk around. Of course, you've got the lovely Basque cuisine here, so go and experience some of the local delicacies. Then we're off to La Coruña. Straight away for me, it's got to be the Torre of Hercules, which is a 180-foot tall lighthouse. That goes back to Roman times, so again, you've got a rich history here of the old town. So go and see and enjoy that. And then you're coming back with a day at sea before you head back to Southampton.
Let's not skip over that day at sea. I love a day at sea, having cruised it for a number of years. It is an opportunity just to calm down, especially on an itinerary that's so busy, and then you've got the opportunity just to relax and enjoy the ship. And of course, the ship is so beautiful.
It's absolutely gorgeous, and you can just have that nice relaxing day before disembarking. You'll have enjoyed so many different restaurants on board. You'll have had lovely
That's the spa as well,
service.
because you've got
Great.
award-winning Canyon Ranch.
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
So perfect. You've got a brilliantly stocked library, the artist loft as well.
Cookery school as well,
yeah,
if you want to do
culinary classes.
Well, let me just go through what's included, because you may well be saying, I want this trip. 10 nights of pure luxury. It is an exclusive. Once again, you've got the free UK chauffeur service or port parking, and that's worth a penny or two, the old parking. Exclusive free Wi-Fi on board, your drinks, your gratuities, or tips is another word for that. $600 on board spend, plus 6 excursions if you're balcony and above. And there's no cover charge on the specialty dining, which is just phenomenal. And don't forget, all of these are ABTA and ATOL protected. In the current climate, it's really important to make sure that you know that. So ABTA and ATOL protected. And don't forget that this is an unusual cruise because it's Southampton, and next year only 3 of the cruises will be Southampton to Southampton. Lou, I just want to say a big thank you to you. I really appreciate you coming here.
Oh, no, it's my pleasure.
Am I right? It seems, my experience is, you only ever come here when the deal is absolutely categorically crazy deal.
Absolutely. This is, you know, I don't drive 3 hours just to, you know, for nothing. I mean, this is a brilliant, brilliant deal. We've never had a price like this. It's pure luxury on your doorstep. And these opportunities don't come up that often.
So we appreciate
So I
you
would
being
book
here.
it. Thank
Don't
you.
forget, when you see Lou, that's the time to book that. Come on, let me go through another cruise for you. So NCL, Norwegian Cruise Line, phenomenal line. Last chance to get this with a 20% saving on selected cruises. So this is one of my favourite, the image you can see there, that's Santorini. It's one of my all-time favourite Greek isles. This is the Greek Isles and Montenegro, and you're going out of Venice. It's a 7-night cruise on the beautiful Norwegian Dawn. You can upgrade to free at sea for only £99 per person if you wish to. You've got 2 extra benefits in there as well. You can choose from premium beverage package if you wish, and it's from $999. So very, very affordable. So of course we've got lots of destination hotspots lined up for you. We've only done 2 of our 6 cruises. So let's get on to our next one, because time is flying by. We're talking Royal Caribbean, certainly one of my favourites, and this is Quantum of the Seas. That's got to be one of the biggest ships in the world.
It is, but with this destination hotspot, the particular reason why we're featuring this is because, well, you're going out to Singapore, you've got Japan, you've got China, and when I say terracotta warriors and the Great Wall of China, this is bucket list.
And they're included, aren't they?
This is all included.
All included?
And the actual land tour that you have, so much is included. I'll be taking you through it in the next
This
few
one's
minutes.
a combination. We get a 12-night cruise and we're going to get the land tour as well. And this is the great news. Even on the land tours, the meals are included.
That's right. That's right. So
that's
everything's
fantastic.
been thought of.
OK, so let's start then with a few images of Singapore. It's certainly one of my favourite places to visit. I kind of think of it as being a little bit like America out in the Far East, but it goes so far beyond that.
Yeah, it's one of my favourite places to actually visit. You've got the Merline there, which is down near the waterfront, and of course the fantastic Gardens by the Bay in the evening. The fact that you're getting 2 nights
Raffles.
here, you can go to the Gardens by the Bay, you can go to Raffles, you can go and have the monkey nuts and just drop the shells on the floor. Go and see the Marina Bay Sands.
Yeah, you just missed it. It was behind all the white writing on the left-hand side, but it's like a ship, isn't it?
Yeah,
on 3
it's actually
legs.
it's designed to look like a cruise ship. It's
Yeah.
actually one of the largest cantilever structures in the world.
Wow.
Lovely infinity pool up there as well. Can I just say that the 4-star hotels, you might think 4-star, I quite like 5-star. The 4-star service in Singapore, from personal experience, I've actually told tour operators the best service from their hotels have been in Singapore. The staff are phenomenal.
Great. So there's Singapore. I'm confident you love it. And of course, it's not like you land there and you've got to go straight to the ship. You've got 2 full nights there, so you can really enjoy Singapore, and it is beautiful. Then you're going to be joining Quantum of the Seas. So let's have a look at the ship, and again, one of the largest in the world.
Yeah, it's one of the most innovative as well. You've got things like the North Star, which is a signature of Royal Caribbean. Of course, Flow
Surfing.
Rider as well,
Yeah.
if you fancy going
Hilarious, isn't
surfing. And of course, the H2O zone, so the kids can just enjoy themselves. There's also great technology as well with the WOW Band, and this is effectively a wristband that you can wear.
Bumper cars at sea?
Yeah, bumper cars at sea,
Wow.
fantastic venues. This venue is actually all the screens that you had behind there. That was actually windows in the day, and then they turned into screens at the night.
All
the
of this is on
Bionic
the ship,
bar,
Justin?
This is all on board
Holy
the
moly.
ship. Yeah, there's actually 11 restaurants to choose from, loads of different cuisine tastes as well. There's the exclusive, I mean, if you want to book the chef's table or go to Wonderland or Chops Grill, there are some specialty restaurants, so of course charges do apply, but it's just that experience that you do get. It is just absolutely brilliant.
So we've had 2 nights in Singapore, we now join the ship, and then we go on a 12-night cruise.
Yeah, we certainly do. And, well, first of all, we're heading over to Vietnam. After a lovely day at sea to familiarise yourself with the ship, we're into Ho Chi Minh and the port of Phu My. Now, this is just fantastic. You've got the pagodas, the capital of the south of Vietnam, and of course Saigon. You've got the Mekong River, so if you fancy doing a little day cruise there, and of course you've got some of the historic stuff with some of the tunnels that Viet Cong used in the war. Then we've got a day at sea, and staying with Vietnam, we're actually into the port of Chiang Mai, which is the port of Hue. Now, this is perfect if you want to go to see the imperial city of the emperors. There is such a rich history here. It really is. Going from 1802 to 1945, the imperial citadel and the tombs of the emperors is just brilliant. Then a day at sea, and then we're into Hong Kong. I'm just going to give you a list of places you've got to go. Summit of Victoria Peak, Lantau Island, and perhaps if you fancy going to Macau, then you can do. 2 days at sea, and then we're into Japan, and we're off to Okinawa. Now, there's a large Navy underground headquarters that was here in the Second World War, so if you want to go and see that. There's Peace Memorial Park and Okinawa Prefecture Park as well. Just a couple of things to see and do whilst you're in port. Then 2 days at sea, and this is where we go into our land tour, and we're off to Beijing. Now, on arrival, you're going to be met by your guide and transferred to your hotel for a 3-night stay, and again, we just have to point out that dinner is included.
Right.
Into your next day, this is the 17th day of this epic journey, and you're going to be heading to Beijing's symbolic heart, and you're going to get a chance to go across Tiananmen Square. This sprawling magnificence of this forbidden city is just brilliant. You're going to be entering through the gates of supreme harmony. You'll find a complex full of imperial riches, and you can just soak up the harmonious ambience of the Temple of Heaven as well. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, all included on that day. Then we move on to our second day in Beijing, day 18. And what in the morning, this is going to be dedicated to China's most iconic site, and that is the Great Wall. You can actually see this from space. Taking a walk on this structure is the best way to appreciate this, because it's just magnificent. The dramatic scenery that it crosses is just superb. Wow. Later on in the day, you're going to get a chance to visit the Jade Museum, and in the afternoon, you'll get a chance to go to the Summer Palace as well and wander through the Chinese gardens and see some of the architecture. Then we're off to Xi'an, and this is time at your own leisure, and you actually transfer to the train station for the bullet train to Xi'an, and on arrival you'll transfer to your hotel for check-in. Again, all of your breakfast, lunch and evening meals are all included. But this is where we go for one of our biggest days on this journey. You're going to get a chance to see none other than the Terracotta Warriors.
Wow.
Now, they were discovered back in the 70s, and it was the Terracotta Army of China's first emperor, and it's intrigued generations ever since. And you get a chance to spend the morning viewing the actual ranks of life-size warriors. They're actually all different. They're all based on what they think was real warriors. You're going to get a chance to go to the workshop where the craftsmen recreate some of the terracotta warriors, and you see some of the skills and the production processes. You also get a chance to take some of the souvenirs home as well. And of course, breakfast, lunch and dinner all included. That just rounds up to your final day where you transfer to your airport and come back to the UK.
I think it's great that you end on such a highlight, you know, because you could take the cruise and then from that point forward you think, oh, how great can it be? But it just gets better and better and better, so there's no disappointment in it whatsoever. So don't forget, you've got the 12-night cruise, and then you've got all the land tour, 21 nights in total. What a phenomenal opportunity, and of course meals on the ship and meals on the land tours included. Write down the ID number on this one. It's 218692. Every cruise that we mentioned tonight has an ID number. You can share that with the team. That will let them know exactly what cruise that you're talking about. And of course they're all ABTA and ATOL protected. Let's just go through what's included. so that you can feel really, really comfortable with this. So the 5-night China tour with your hotel stays and of course the food, Beijing and Xi'an all included. Experience the Terracotta Warriors included, Tiananmen Square, the Forbidden City and the Great Wall all included. All the meals included throughout the China tour. That starts with dinner on the first day, but it's breakfast, lunch and dinner from that point forward. 2-night hotel stay in Singapore, return flights from London and all your overseas transfers. The reason I think this is particularly good and phenomenal value for money, as we said earlier, is it is a bucket cruise. There is a bucket list cruise.
Yeah.
It's something people want. And I think to fly out to China and try and do that on your own would be pretty intimidating.
Yeah.
Here you've got the best of both worlds, a cruise and a land tour, and everything is catered for you. It makes life so much easier.
Yeah.
So let's move on. Again, the idea for that one is 218-692, but right now we're going to take you on to a hot pick. And we've got lots of these lined up for you. Again, if you go to the website, you'll be able to get ahead and see all of these. So what's the hot pick this time? Let's share that with you right now. Holland and Belgium from Southampton. Look at the price, $389, $389. When I saw that, I thought that's got to be for one of them, you know, booze cruises, a 3 or 4 night cruise just over to Guernsey and Jersey and back. Nope. This is a 7-night cruise on the Balmoral. That's a Fred Olsen cruise ship. It is phenomenal value for money, and you get to go to Antwerp and Amsterdam as well. It's such a great opportunity for you. So if you're thinking, I wouldn't mind that, ID number on that one is 173118. Again, you can call the team. They're waiting for your call right now. 0808 250 2662. Please don't miss out. But let's move on to our next cruise. In fact, we brought Danny in tonight, so we have an opportunity to really make sure you know everything there is to know about this very special cruise line. Danny, great to have you here on the show.
Great to meet you.
Thank
Justin.
you. Brilliant.
Yeah, very well, thank you.
Listen, before we get going, perhaps you can tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do with Emerald.
Yeah, so I'm one of the 4 key account managers for Scenic and Emerald Waterways. Just give you a bit of history about the company as well, if I can.
Yeah.
So we were started in 1986 by a guy called Glenn Moroney, who simply bought a coach, started offering coach tours in and around Australia. Since then, our touring brand has gone global. Okay. Then in 2006, Glenn decided to venture into the world of river, started to charter out river vessels within the European waterways, but was never really happy with the spec of ship and always knew that he could heighten guest experience and expectations. So we come up with a design, went to the Holland shipyard, and now we're really pleased to say that we own, manage and operate 9 spaceships under the Scenic banner and 8 starships underneath the Emerald banner.
That's fantastic.
But tonight is all about Emerald and our
Great.
fantastic campaign.
Okay, well let's have a little look at video. Maybe you can talk us through it so we can see the quality of the ships, because this is all about quality and lots of inclusions. So Emerald Waterways, and this we're going to be on the Emerald Star. Correct?
Yes, so we cruise all the main rivers of Europe, so the Rhine, the Main, the Danube, the 2 rivers in France as well, the Rhone and the Saône, and the ever more popular Douro River in Portugal as well, where Jay McDonald sailed with us back in May, so you can watch that and catch up if you like.
Great.
As well, yeah.
How do we get to find out and catch up?
I don't know.
Probably the BBC or something like that. Yeah.
So also we do Russia and also Southeast Asia as well. Okay. And our newest addition to the fleet is the Emerald Harmony. She sailed on the 30th of August, and she's got a special draft, so she can go right into the centre of Ho Chi Minh City. So she's only one of 2 vessels that can do so.
Wow.
But our ships are packed full of innovation. As you can see, the infinity pool there, 6 by 4 metres at the back of the ship. This is the Horizon Lounge. This is where the cruise director will give you an overview of what you can expect on a day-to-day basis. Tea and coffee making facilities. Obviously, lovely Hungarian Parliament there. Yeah. All lights up of an evening, which we'll talk about in a second. All the Reflections restaurants, so all your food's included, your breakfast, lunch and dinner, full a la carte offering of an evening. And then going on to the sun deck, you know, your barbecues and that.
I think one of the things worth mentioning while you're looking at the ship right now, look at the water, it's so calm, and you sit there, you're having dinner, whether you're out on the open deck or inside, and you can just enjoy watching everything go past you.
Literally no movement whatsoever on the rivers, it's fantastic. There's the pool again there, retractable reefs, so it's good in any type of weather, and this magically transforms into a cinema of an evening.
Look at that. That is so James Bond.
So if you don't want to watch the light entertainment in the main Horizon Lounge or retreat to your cabin, you can go back and watch all the blockbuster classics there.
And when we get to these ports of call, do we get excursions? Are they included? Are they extra?
Most definitely we're doing Emerald Plus and Emerald Active. depending if you've got that bit of get up and go in you, so you can do either a hike or a bike ride, or you can do just like a bit of slower pace tour of a city or town.
And I believe one of the other great things about Emerald is that there's a single special, so you can get a really, really good deal on that. So if you're travelling alone, do talk to the team about that. Certainly make this one of the ones you want to consider. And of course, ABTA and Atoll protected. So great itinerary. You see the ships are absolutely beautiful, but let's take an opportunity to tell you about some of the intimate ports that you'll get to visit, because you wouldn't get to see some of these on some of the bigger ships. I'm being told we've got a few pictures. We've got a few pictures of the ship, so let's just show those to you so you can see just how great it would look.
Yeah, and John, one thing I love about this particular style of cruising is this, if you don't like the larger cruise ships that are ocean bound, you've got 180 passengers at maximum capacity.
Only 180?
Yeah, but there's 47 crew. Wow. So you look at the crew to passenger ratio, that is just great service. And, you know, the fact that you're travelling down a very calm river and you're looking out of those panoramic windows and literally just a few metres away is the actual port itself. You're not having to get buses or having to walk into town. A lot of the time you're actually docking right in, when I say the port, right in the town. So if you love city breaks, then river cruises is
so let's take a closer look then at the itinerary. Where do we start off, Justin?
Yeah, we're going to be starting off with Budapest. It's one of my favourites of this part of the actual world itself. You've got lots included on this. You've got a traditional folklore show that actually takes place in the actual evening, and an evening cruise as well, up and down this iconic, well, there's loads of bridges. Obviously, you've got one side which is Buda and one side which is past the Parliament building, which is one of the biggest in Europe, and just so romantic. Then we're off to Bratislava. Now, in the morning, you get a chance to actually relax on board as you actually sail into Bratislava. So the landscape is just going to be fantastic. You've got medieval fortifications there. You've got the Summer Palace. You've got the National Theatre. And we were mentioning about the tours that are included on this one. There are some Emerald Plus tours that you can do. You can ask our guys about that. But Emerald Active, you can go on a hike to Bratislava Castle, or you can go on an excursion, which is a walk-in tour of Bratislava. And, of course, all of your breakfast, lunch and dinner is all included on there.
And off to Vienna.
Yeah, Vienna, well, the Ringstrasse, it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, so it's such a historic centre. And, well, this particular day you get a chance to either have a choice of a guided bike tour, a guided tour of the Ringstrasse and Vienna. There's actually an opportunity if you want to do an exclusive tour, which is what they call Discover More, then you can go to a Viennese concert and hear some of the music from Mozart and Strauss. There are charges that do apply on those, but the fact that you've got so much choice on the other tours anyway that's already included.
Yeah.
Then we're off to Dernstein and Melk. Now, in the actual morning, you arrive in Dernstein, which is a small town nestled in the heart of this particular wine region. You can see the fantastic vineyards there, and of course another UNESCO World Heritage Site, rich with history, because this is actually the site where King Richard I was actually held prisoner during his return from the Crusades. Particularly on this day, you either get a guided hike to the castle, or you can have a bike tour along the Danube from Dernstein to Melk. And there's also an opportunity to go to the Melk Abbey as well, and all your breakfast, lunch and dinner is included. Then we're off to Passau. And you're going to be, again, sailing along the Danube here. Maybe, you know, just relax with a drink up on the sun deck, or just chill out in your cabin, because, again, those panoramic windows are just going to be perfect for you. This is actually known as the City of Three Rivers, so you've got some brilliant views here. And the excursion included, you've either got a guided tour of Passau, a tour to Salzburg if you wish to, an additional cost. And, again, all your breakfast, lunch and dinner is included on that one. Excuse me. Then our final port of call is Regensburg. Now, you can actually arrive in here in a city that's been generously steeped in history. It's actually built on the site of an ancient Roman fort. So, again, rich with history, UNESCO World Heritage Site. So you've got 13th and 11th century houses, narrow covered lanes, real sort of flavour of a Bavarian city. And your optional tours that you've got here, so Emerald Plus, you've got a traditional Bavarian band on board. You've got an excursion, which is a tour of Regensburg, and again, all your breakfast, lunch and evening meals are all included.
Yeah, don't forget, all these ports of calls are optional. If you decide one port or one day that you want to stay on board and just take it easy and look at the world from on board the ship and you enjoy the facilities on board the ship, then you can do that too. Let me get through what's included for you so you can really understand what brilliant value for money this is, because it is a phenomenal deal when you think about what you get for your money. So we've got some savings, Danny.
So just like Lou, I've travelled 3 hours to come and tell you, but it's exclusive. Well, it's not exclusive, I beg your pardon. Amazing offer. Saving up to £450 per person. We're also doing a premium drinks package, so all your drinks are included. So your top shelf, your beers, your wines, your soft drinks, your mocktails, your cocktails,
free, yeah.
which is amazing.
Great.
And also we've got an onboard credit of €150 per cabin. So for example, if you want a manicure, pedicure, you want to spend it in the boutique, or for example, to discover more excursion, you can do so.
And it's just including excursions at every port. Quiet Vox. What's Quiet Vox?
A Quiet Vox is a listening device. So when you're out doing your guided talks or walks, this is a listening device, so you can go off and wherever you are, you can listen to the guide. So.
And that's all included. Again, a single special there, so if you are travelling alone, that might be worth considering. And of course, all your return flights from London, plus your overseas transfers are included. ID number for this one is 223177. Please don't miss out on it. Again, you'll see that pop up on the screen in just a moment. Let me go through the pricing for you. So you can see lots of choices here. You've got April and May and June, July, August, and even October and November, all next year, so not that far away, because we're approaching 2020 very quickly right now. And you've got the choice of Riverview, Suite, and Singles. Hey, Danny, let me take the opportunity to thank you for coming.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's great to get a much deeper dive on Emerald and understand what they're all about. Well, there's a lot more to go through. Still got a couple more cruises to share with you. So right now, let's just share a little bit of information about Celebrity Cruises. One of my sister's favourite cruise lines, and she was lucky enough to cruise for about 6 years herself. So let's take a look at that right now. So Celebrity Cruises, phenomenal quality. Again, this is all about the nicer things in life. I don't know about you, Justin, but I love their ships.
Well, you know, this is innovations, just one after another, and the fact that you're going on the maiden voyage.
Oh, that's right. So this is actually, the one we're looking at is the Edge, because the new one's the Apex.
Yeah,
is that right?
Yeah, and the Apex has got all of the great facilities that the Edge has innovated, and well, from the magic carpet, which is a cantilever platform that transforms into different venues. I mean, just look at the venues, the dining rooms, the specialty restaurants. This is just taking it to the next level. I always used to get ship envy sometimes when I used to be on the dock side, because you look at a Celebrity ship and you go, wow, I wonder what it would be like to be on there. Well, you're going to get a chance to go on there. Special mention has to go to some of the innovations like the magic carpet. That's the magic carpet. This is a cantilever structure that moves over the decks, and at different times of the day and night becomes different venues.
Oh, right.
So,
I heard you say
really
magic carpet, and I thought, oh, that's just a way of saying something or other.
No, that's definitely a magic carpet.
That's like a venue, so you go on there and you enjoy it. Wow, that is
Yeah.
amazing. So that was the Edge. The Apex is brand new, and we've got a chance to go on the maiden voyage.
Yeah, and you know how much a cruise line invests in a ship, and how much they invest in a maiden season. Well, this is the maiden voyage. I do want to point out, though, a lot of people go, oh, actually, we'll wait and go on perhaps on a couple of the cruises afterwards so they can iron out all the faults. All the cruise lines, they actually have a couple of weeks before where all the staff are trying the systems out before the guests get on board.
Yeah, nobody wants to have a maiden voyage that doesn't go well. that wouldn't be great press.
Definitely not.
So let's take a moment to look at the itineraries. You really understand this one. Again, Southampton, so take as much luggage as you like. If you want to take your tuxedos and lots of glamorous things, you can. And of course, no excess luggage.
Yeah, and well, your first day is going to be at sea, so you can just enjoy the actual ship itself, whether it's the rooftop garden grill, Lumini as well. Just enjoy the ship. Then we're into our first port of call, which is Bilbao. We touched on this earlier on, the Guggenheim Museum, the Old Quarter, definitely two of the areas that I'd recommend. Then you've got another day at sea before we head into Portugal and Lisbon. Now, this is one of my favourite city ports. You dock usually under the 25th of April bridge there, and just, well, 3 massive districts in Lisbon. You've got the financial district, so you've got a lovely bar and restaurant district. The shopping here is brilliant. You've got to go on a tram. Just make sure you get your tickets, because they are pretty hot on getting the tickets. You've got the monastery there, and also the Belém de Torre as well. The Belém Tower there, just fantastic. They're these lovely sort of custard little pastries, which are fantastic. Then we're off to Porto. You're actually docking. It's about 10 kilometres into Porto, but you'll get a chance to see, of course, that historic side where you have all of the famous port wines, whether it's Graham's, Taylor's, Sandeman, Aldow's, all up on there. That amazing bridge as well. I do believe, if memory serves me correctly, it was actually Eiffel. I want to say it was Eiffel that designed that, as well as the Eiffel Tower. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's the Louis I Bridge, 172 metres, and just fantastic. After that, a day at sea, and then we're into Le Havre, which is the port for Paris. It's amazing. I know you always laugh at me, but considering I've travelled the world, I've never been to Paris.
Can't believe it.
You've got to go there, and you know what? I should go there myself.
Wait till he's got kids, then you'll be popping down there for the old Disney.
What,
you will be. You
to
will
the Arc
be.
de Triomphe, up the Eiffel Tower, the Basilica Sacré-Bleu, and Sacré-Cœur even, and of course the Louvre as well. So all of that to take in. A great ship, and the fact that it's a maiden voyage, just an experience. If you've never been on a maiden voyage, you've got to try it.
Yeah, really, really great trip. And of course, everything's ABTA and atoll protected. So let's just show you the ship again. This is the sister ship, the Edge. The ship that you'll be joining will be the Apex, so it's what we call the sister ship. Look at it. I mean, just you can tell there's something special about it the minute you look at it. That is so unusual. That is a cutting-edge design.
Yeah, very classic lines. And when you've got venues like the Rooftop Garden, where you've got musicians playing, venues like Eden as well. And of course, this has been designed with some of the top designers in Ireland, Kelly Hoppen of Dragon's Den fame being one of them. Some great new venues as well, including the Tuscan restaurant. This is definitely going to be high on the list of tonight's big
Cruise
deals.
ID number on this one is 197922. 197922. Let me just go through what's included. Again, free classic drinks package included. $500 on board spent. There used to be $300, so that's gone up as well. $500, and that's good news for you. $500 on board spend per stateroom and gratuities or tips on the Ocean View and above. Book a suite class to receive a free premium drinks package. $500 spend per stateroom, gratuities and Wi-Fi included with that. And be one of the first to sail on board Celebrity Apex. You can also, I'll just get Justin to fill you out on this one, but you can add an extra night at the Holiday Inn in Winchester prior to the cruise if you want, and they do breakfast and parking and the transfer. So that's really, really worth considering, isn't it?
Well, it's something that we offer on all Southampton cruises as well. So, you know, again, if there's anything that we can do to make it more amenable or bespoke for your needs, ask us. If we can, we will do it. And bear in mind, we've got some great relationships with lots of different hotels and cruise lines.
Yeah, got any questions, call the team. Let's go through the drinks package. You can see how that works. So you've got all your teas, your coffees as you would expect, selected beer, spirits, wines and cocktails, and then you've got a whole selection of other alcoholic beverages in the specialty bars and restaurants, and you can enjoy 15% discount on all wines by the bottle purchased on board. So let's take a moment to show the onboard spend, because you might be saying, well, you give me $500, it used to be $300, so now you give me $500, what can I do? Well, you can use it to go to the specialty dining. You can use it for shopping. There are shops on board, so you can get gift ideas. You might buy jewellery. You might decide to buy a diamond ring. There's all sorts that you can do on board. Spa, which is fabulous. You can buy your photographs, because there are ships photographers catching those special moments when you may not have your phone or your camera with you. You can pay for your shore excursions and, of course, some of the activities with it as well. So there is so much to add. And I want you to bear in mind as well, balcony is the same price as Ocean View. So if you are looking through, if this is one that is on your list of considerations, bear in mind that balcony is the same price as Ocean View. I made a special note of that. Now, there's also an early bird special. Look out for this little early bird saver. Now, this early bird saver is with MSC, Mediterranean
Shipping Company.
Yeah,
and this, when we say about an early bird saver, this is actually looking towards 2021.
Oh, wow.
Yes, so June to September of 2021. We've got some great dates available, but this is actually heading up to the Norwegian fjords.
One of my all-time favourite cruises. I absolutely love the fjords. Yeah. And of course, you get to go out of Southampton, so it's nice and easy. And this is another one that you can book online. So if you don't want to call, if you've cruised before and you just want to take it easy, jump online, planetcruise.com, job done.
Yeah. Now, with this particular ship, capacity is 2,500. You're looking at just under 100,000, but she's just a beautiful ship.
Well, let's take a moment to see it.
Truly in a class of its own, MSC's Magnifica combines the sophistication of the Musica class and the opulence of Fantasia to bring you the best of both worlds. On board Magnifica, you will find 5 choices of cabin, from insides and outsides through to balconies, family suites and deluxe balcony suites, All the cabins come with the essentials like a minibar, safe, hairdryer, interactive TV and US and EU plug sockets. If you need something for the family though, then the purpose-built family suites are the thing for you. These suites are nearly twice the size of the normal balcony cabins and feature a room divider for privacy and a larger balcony. Now if you're a fan of the buffet then you won't be disappointed. The Sahara and Oasis buffets offer you everything from Italian favourites like pizza and pasta through to burger and hot dogs and even a little cheeky curry. Then you have 2 main dining rooms where each night you'll be treated to a different menu depending on the region you're sailing through. If you're looking for something a little bit different, then head here to the Oriental Plaza, where you can tour Asia via your dinner plate. My favourite though is here, the Olympiada, a sports bar rammed with sporting memorabilia, perfect if you're missing the comforts of home. From 4D cinemas through to bowling, MSC Magnifica has everything you need for your family holiday. All age groups are covered on board, and with partnerships with Chico and Lego, it'll be like home away from home for the little ones. While the kids are out having fun, why not try and pop to the shops for a little bit of retail therapy? If you're looking to relax, then why not head along to the Aria Spa? From there, why not make your way here into the Royal Theatre and check out some of the fantastic international shows that are on board. And finally, when all that's done, pop yourself off to T32 the Disco and dance the night away. That's where you'll see me.
Thank you, Glenn. Hey, let's take a look at the itinerary, Justin.
Yeah, well, standing out of Southampton, and we've got a day at sea before headed into Bergen. One of my favourite, well, I'll try that again. Favourite, definitely, Norwegian ports. You can see the vernacular railway that actually goes up into the mountains. Some great walking routes up there, and some good shopping and restaurants down in the actual harbour along the colourful waterfront there. Then we're into what is probably one of the most loved Norwegian ports for railways. It is just fantastic. You've got the Flam Railway here, completed back in the year 2000. It's 16 miles. You've got 13 hairpins, 3,000 feet. It is just stunning to see this landscape at that sort of pace. It really is a highlight. Can I just point out that some of the tours on that day in Flam, you can't just get off the ship and go onto the train. So please do book that in advance.
Yeah, good tip.
So just to avoid disappointment, that's the thing. Then we're off to Olden, and again, if you've never been up to the fjords, until you get there, you can't get an idea of the scale of how fresh it is, how beautifully crystal clear the water is. And bear in mind, this is all off of glaciers.
And it's melting. It's the height of summer, so I know you might see some snow at the top of the mountains, but you know, you're talking June, July, August and September. Yeah. You're going to get days when it's just scorching hot and
you'll
you're
need your sun cream. Yeah, I was going to say, you definitely need your sun cream. Now, you can see one of the glaciers there. We're actually going to go to our next port call, which is a new one for me, which is Rosendal. And this is where you can go to one of the most famous glaciers of the particular region. The glacier is situated in the Hardanger Fjord, and this is just placed between the high mountains there. The landscape is stunning. Now, the actual village that you're going to be stopping in, most of the attractions can be reached on foot, so you don't have to worry about that at all. If you do want to go to the glacier, then it is worth looking into some
If you've ever thought, oh, I'd love to do Alaska, but I can't justify it, get yourself on this.
Good point.
Obviously, it's not the same, but you definitely get a sense of what Alaska is like. You see the beautiful mountains, the scenery, the peacefulness, the wildlife. It really will give you a sense of what that can be like. And come on, £609 per person. You've only got to put a £1 deposit down, £1 deposit. ID number's 223290. So let me go through what's included for you. There's the ship, just stunning, beautiful, beautiful ship. This is really one to consider. If you've never cruised, certainly consider this. If you like nicer things in life, another great reason to take it. So brand new sailings, up to £50 per person free on board spend, plus guests can receive an extra 5% off if you sail with them before. Tips included and your deposit from just £1. Family of 4 can cruise for £1,369. That is phenomenal, phenomenal. Itineraries differ depending on the departure date, and what that means is generally sometimes the ports might be in a different order. So don't miss out on that. 223290. Let's go through the prices for you because it is very, very, very affordable. So you can see you've got June, July, August and September, and you pick what works best for you. Inside, outside, balcony, or suite. Again, don't forget, you can call the team. Write the number down. Write this down before the end of the show. 0808 250 2662. The team are waiting for your calls. And they are all experts, cruise experts. Or, of course, go to planetcruise.com, or if you prefer, ideaworld.tv, and then put Planet Cruise into our search engine. It will take you through to each of the cruises we've mentioned tonight. Justin, you if we do a quick recap?
We've got a lot to get through, haven't we?
It will be fast, so I'll apologise in advance, but let's try and give you a recap. If you just joined us, then you can see the 6 cruises we focus on. So, Marella Cruises.
Yeah, this is a great opportunity to head out some of the classic ports of the Mediterranean. This is a flash sale where it's reduced by £75 per person. We've got some great dates, but please do book it by the 30th of September. This is all-inclusive, and we've got an upgrade to premium all-inclusive as well. Flights are based on Bristol, but do call and see what other opportunities are available.
And then, of course, we had that exclusive, and it really is an exclusive with Oceania. 10 nights, it's the Southampton round trip, and of course you get to Spain as well as France. A beautiful, beautiful ship. You heard Lou talking to us earlier about some of the reasons to take this one. We're talking the finer world here. We're talking fine cuisine. We're talking the finer things in life. So exclusive free UK chauffeur service, or port parking if you prefer. Exclusive free Wi-Fi, drinks and gratuities, so extra tips. $600 onboard spend, and 6 excursions if you go balcony or above. There's no cover charge to use the specialty dining. Cruise ID on that one is 192619. Please don't miss out.
Yeah,
then we're off Caribbean.
Yeah, we're off to Royal Caribbean, and this is actually Quantum of the Seas. This is a fantastic ship that we've actually got there, and this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to head out to China, see the Great Wall of China, of course the terracotta armies as well. You get 2 nights in a 4-star hotel in Singapore as well. All of that included. Please do call us some more details on that one. There's a lot included.
Then we had Danny here to tell us all about Emerald Waterways. 7 nights on the Danube, and he was talking about the Emerald Star. So again, great deals here. That was your Royal Caribbean ship. Here you go. Here's the Emerald Star. We're talking about cruising along the Danube. Up to $450 saving per person on this. So, save up to $450. I think he actually said euros, didn't he? Well, there you go. Receive $150 onboard spend, free premium drinks package, single specials available too.
Then we went off to Celebrity in a maiden voyage on the Apex. This is a great opportunity. You get a free classic drinks package with this one, $500 on board spend, and so much more.
And then, of course, the MSC Magnifica, another opportunity, but of course these dates are in 2021, and from as little as £1 deposit. That's all you've got to put down today, £1 deposit, and there's up to £50 per person on board spend. Please don't miss out. Again, the best thing to do is either write down the phone number, because it's going to disappear shortly, 0808 250 2662, or of course you can go to planetcruise.com. Hey, a big thank you to you, Justin.
Thank you.
Always
as
a
always,
pleasure
Paul.
to see you. A big pleasure to see you as well. I hope we found something for you tonight that really may say, I want to try cruising. I bet you love it.
Hiya, thanks for watching the video. Now don't forget to like, comment and subscribe below. Remember to click that bell to get all notifications, and if you're looking for more fantastic travel video content like this, click on the videos to the right hand side. It'll be really informative. Or click on the Planet logo to the left to go to our website for some fantastic deals. Keep cruising.